Hello. Knock, knock, knock. Hello. Knock, knock, knock. Hello. Knock, knock, knock. Let me in. Hello. Knock, knock, knock. Hi. Hello. Knock, knock, knock. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, hi. Hello. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what? I can say without it being a thing. Okay? I can scream if I want to. Hello! Napoleon Dynamite music. We're listening to bug music, thank you very much. We're listening to 1 hour of silly tunes for bugs and little creatures by Sleepy Time Warrior. It's great. It's good. I hope they don't destroy my channel. I really like this. I like this little playlist they made. Check it out. Check it out. You thought I hated bugs? No, I hate certain bugs. Where's my bug tier list? Where's the bug tier list? Okay, there are some bugs that are wonderful. But there are a good amount of bugs. There are more bugs that are not wonderful. DMCI missile coming? No, no, no. Listen, I make no. I was gonna say I make no money. And you know what? That's right. Just put a period there. Tomodachi? You've been stuck in Tomodachi? Why? What's happening? What? Why are you stuck? I don't think you can get stuck in that game. A bug tier list when? I don't know. Somebody's got to make it, right? Tier lists don't come from nowhere. Drawing my character. No Tomodachi live stream? No, we're gonna do that. The demo was so short. The demo was so short. It was like 5 seconds long. I watched a VTuber spend 2 hours on character creator in that game. Couldn't be me. Sorry guys, couldn't be me. We'll do a bug tier list. Why not? We'll do that in a little bit. But hello, hi. The jelly bean next to my name begs to differ. Hey. I'm talking about, you know, like, I don't monetize my videos or whatever. I don't know. I do not get AdSense. I wouldn't really anyways, so who cares? I don't, so like, if they say, hey, fuck you for using my silly bug music, it doesn't really affect me, you know? Please don't name your Tomodachi life character your real name. You guys don't even know. You're not prepared. You're not ready for what I got cooking up, okay, on Tomodachi life. You're gonna lose your goddamn minds. It's gonna be awesome. I'm very excited. I'm kind of pissed off that they were like, hey, here's a demo for the game that comes out in what, like fucking 5 billion years? Why is it not out right now? Why did they let us play the demo and they said, but you can't play it right now? Fuck you! Let me play the game. At least let it be out by next week. In 3 weeks! That's too long. That's too long. Too immersed. It was fun. I liked it a lot. You know what it reminded me of? I've never played a Tomodachi game before, but it reminded me. It was very nostalgic for me. And okay, maybe somebody in the chat knows this because I can't remember the name of it. Oh wait, it's like something chick, like digital chick, digital chicks or something, and you would buy this physical like house, okay, and she lived in the house and it was like a screen, and I was like, that is literally just, this game is just that. Pixel Chicks? Yeah, it's gotta be Pixel Chicks, right? Let me look that up. Pixel Chicks. Yes, Pixel Chicks! Pixel Chicks! I love Pixel Chicks. She was so sassy. It was just one lady. And I had this one. I had the beach home. Here it is. There she is. Look at her. See? And you had these buttons. You had these buttons that would just like, yes, no, go to bed, eat food. It's like Tamagotchi, but it's a woman. And you could buy a bunch of stuff for her. I had a little car you could attach. Oh, here's the car. It's a keychain. And look, wow, you could attach the car to the house. So you could like buy more and build up her house. It was great. Pixel Chick. And if your friend had one, here, I'll show you this. If your friend had one, you guys could combine them together. See, they're connected, and then you guys could have like a play date with your Pixel Chicks. Your Pixel Chicks would come over and hang out. Cube world, but for girls. I love Pixel Chick. That's exactly what it felt like playing, but it was just Pixel Chicks, but way better. Or fight. Yeah, they would fight. Oh, so I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this game. They don't make games like that. No, they don't. A really thin LCD screen. Yeah, but it had like lights, like wait, do I have this? Give me this image back. Okay, so here we go. We zoom in on this one, right? Okay, so there was the table in front. Ah, see, my memory was like, but there was stuff inside the house. So the screen's in the back, and the table, the furniture in the house is in the front. So the lady would come out, and maybe she would do stuff on the table. Like she had maybe a whole ass kitchen back there. And damn it. Woman, maybe her whole entire house is a kitchen, and maybe she like makes stuff. Cause I walked right into that one, didn't I? But yeah, the entire house is the console. Yeah, very cool. And she was very sassy. That's what I remember the most about her. She was a very sassy lady. I loved her. I was also really into I was into that and like Little's Pet Shop. Those were the two things I was into as a kid. Love a sassy lady. I can't believe that I got rid of that. I don't believe that little old me got rid of that toy. I feel as though toys eventually, maybe I grew out of toys, right? And then all of a sudden they just disappeared. I feel like I'm gonna have to talk to my mom about this. Did she sell it? Did she sell it? Did she take it away? And I didn't even notice? I don't know. I don't know how I could possibly have gotten rid of that. Where do they go? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look around. Maybe it's somewhere in the very back of my childhood closet. She gave it to a more deserving home. No, it deserves to be with me forever. Little's Pet Shop had good toys, or were they just popular? They were just popular. It was just like a little figurine. I mean, is a Barbie a good toy? Is a Polly Pocket a good toy? Is a Little's Pet Shop a good toy? I don't know. You use your own imagination. So maybe it is a good toy. What makes a toy good? Is it your own imagination? Or is it what it can do for you, personally? What even is a bad toy? See, we're asking the questions today. we're asking the questions today, truly. If mine was a shiny, I had a Littlest Pet Shop, basically Tamagotchi thing. That was cool. It was like Littlest Pet Shop, but digital, and it was huge. It was this big, bulky. I wonder if I can find a picture of it online. Let me see. Littlest Pet Shop. Console? No, that's not it. Oh, I remember this. No. Oh my god! Hold on. I'll show you. Okay, this is not what I was talking about, but this also was freaking slapped. This is tiny. This is like a little keychain thing, and it came with a tool. It came with a brush, and then like that was the pink thing was a bowl, so you could feed it and you could brush it physically with the things. There was something else I had. It was huge. Littlest Pet Shop. Fucking big honking machine. Littlest Pet Shop game. It's not gonna show up. It's there it is. Oh my god. Here it is. What is this? I don't even remember. Look at that! Look at this! This thing was huge! I had one of these! What even is this? There's a keyboard? How many things did I carry on me? That's true. I had a lot of things. And on the top here, this... Hold on. The big honking machine. This up here, that like keychain with the little pet shop on it, that was a huge ass stylus, okay? Oh, you can kind of see it, it's see-through. I had a green one. See, look, that's huge. That is a huge stylus. And I would take that and I would play it on my DS with that. And I would chew on it. Number one thing I would chew on was that. You know, like some little kids chew on like pencils or whatever. I chewed on that. This is what I carried around with me. It's just this stylus. And I just ran around and I chewed on it. How old was I? I'm not telling you. I don't know. I don't remember. I was old enough and young enough, okay? What else did I have? There was one more thing that I'm thinking of. I also chewed on wax. It's like crafting wax string. I chewed on that. But it wasn't like I was chewing on it because I wanted to. I was chewing on it because I thought that that was normal. Because I remember watching kids on TV chew on pencils, okay? And then I chewed on pencils because I thought that that's what kids do. I thought that was normal. And then I didn't really like chewing on the pencil, so I started chewing on the stylus. And then, I don't know. Okay. Wax. Yeah, let me look up the wax string toy. Wax string toy. Here it is. It's just wax craft sticks. I chewed on these so much. Number one thing I chewed on right here. Uh-oh, where is it? I don't know. Put it on the screen. Peer pressured by TV. See, they were like these wax things. And you guys craft them into dinosaurs or hearts or pretzels or pasta. And all I did was chew on them. Chewing tier list. This is the top. This is top. And then the stylus, number 2, pencil, low tier chew. Pencil sucks. Oh! Oh, OBS! Chewing to fit in. That's true. I did chew on my pencils to fit in. Chewing gum or doing zins? That's a crazy sentence. I've never seen a zin in my life. That's crazy. That's wild. I would be shocked if somebody in real life in front of me was like doing a zin. Like, what? They're like, yeah, it's just like chewing gum. I used to chew on a sleeve of my jacket as a kid. That's cool. That's normal. I am a very sheltered person, thank you. Yep. I mean, that's not a compliment. I know. I don't chew on zins, so that must mean nobody chews on zins. That doesn't exist and it's not real. You chewed on your ties? I imagine a little kid chewing on their tie, and that's kind of cute. Then your tie gets all drooly. You don't chew on them? Wait, what? You don't chew on them? I thought it's not like gum? You put them in your gums and they release nicotine? You snort it? Ew, 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 ew. Really? So it's just like... It's just like chew, it's just like spit. It's like what baseball players do. Except they just made it like white, so it doesn't look gross in your mouth. What's the difference between that and I can't think of it. Is it just tobacco? No. There's a certain word for it. A cabinet filled with used Zin cases? I mean, I thought it was weird that people were smoking e-cigarettes. I thought that was really weird that became so popular. I don't know, that's crazy, but you know, people doing their own thing. For fun. So much fun. So much fun. I love getting addicted to nicotine. So much fun. I'm the type of person who for the longest time, I was like, I'm not gonna drink coffee because it's addicting. I drink a cup of coffee every day now, okay? So, you know, I'm not immune to propaganda. I'm not immune to addiction. I'm not immune to coffee, okay? I'm a little bit more grown up. It is healthier, sure, yeah. Yeah. A bubble pipe? Yeah. What can I say? It just does not interest me. Finding new things to be peer pressured into. I could be peer pressured into anything. I dare you to peer pressure me. You could. I fall asleep with or without coffee. I swear to God, coffee makes me fall asleep. It's only good if you're addicted to nicotine already. Yeah. Because then you don't have to You just pop in your mouth, call it a day. That's what they said about vapes, though. Also, and now vapes. I don't know. It might be bad, but still, it's not though. It's not like smoking a cigarette. So. I don't think I've ever vaped. Have you ever thought that getting addicted to more things makes me cooler? You know, I have thought about that. But the problem is, I'm not around people to like prove that it is cooler, right? Like I couldn't show it off. You know? Like if there was someone there and if I like smoked a cigarette or whatever and then it was like, wow, that's really cool, you look so cool doing that, then I'd be like, oh, okay. I need just somebody next to me at all times just being like, do you want this? And it's just cocaine and they're like, you would be really cool. All the commissions because of coke? No, people do coke for like getting skinnier or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, if I saw a TV show where they did hardcore drugs, I'd probably do it because it's normal. If they do it on TV, then I should do it too. Ozempic. Yep. 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 You buddy. It's only a little fun. The worst I've done is marijuana. Is that even bad? That's the worst I've ever done. Marijuana. I did it twice in my life. The worst I've ever done was get drunk at a party and then crawl around on the floor to get to the bathroom because I thought it would be funny. But I think people thought I was a little weird for that. I think people got a little weird. I thought that I was a little weird about that. I am a little weird. I was on a couch and it was like the squishiest couch ever. And I had two babes, one on my right, one on my left, and I said, "Excuse me, ladies." And I crawled. I didn't get up and then like hands and knees on the ground, okay? I decided the best way to go about this is to go around the ladies, like around their backs, and crawl on the top part of the couch and over the armrest of the couch and then just sort of like slide down to the ground. Excuse me, ladies. I didn't just... Why did I do that? And then from there, I was on my hands and my knees and I shuffled my little self to the bathroom. What am I describing? When I got way too drunk at a party, I don't even remember the whole party, but I do remember getting home, so it's okay. But I remember sitting on the couch. It wasn't weed, it was alcohol. And yeah, I was just chilling with two ladies, and I had to go to the bathroom, but I was like, I'm gonna be fun. I'm gonna have fun going there. I'm gonna have a good time. I think it would be really fun if I crawled to the bathroom. The ladies were really cool and really nice. I think I embarrassed myself though. Was it upbeat to the music? I don't even know if music was even playing. I couldn't tell you anything about that party. there was a dude who was making the drinks, right? And I told him, I was like, I never drink. So like, please make just the like babyest, just the lightest, just a touch of alcohol and mostly juice, 100% juice and like just a drop of alcohol. And then he gave it to me and it was like all I could taste was alcohol. But I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to be rude because he gave me a whole ass glass. And I didn't want to be like, dude, I can't drink this. And so I just thought, oh, I'll just like sip it. That didn't really work out for me. Apparently we played Truth or Dare or whatever. I don't even remember that. But they were all really nice and nothing crazy happened. The craziest thing is that I crawled to the bathroom. Yeah, you have to commit to something like that, truly. Should have gotten into a brawl. Should have beat up the bartender. You have to be a really bad bartender. I mean, it was just a dude. It was just the dude's, and it was his house. And I told him. I don't know, I blame that guy. I blame that guy. Ah! Ooh! Hold on. Oh shit. Ah! Okay. Can we ban him? Yeah, ban that guy. Get him out of here. Bonk. Bonk. Sorry. I'm losing it. Yes, you know, I forgot to say we are here. Sorry I changed up the schedule. I feel like I've been changing up the schedule a bit, and that's my bad. I felt kind of bad about that. So that's why I let you guys decide. I let you guys decide on what we would be doing today. I was very surprised though by what you guys voted for. You guys said no video game. Not allowed. Did you know, for those who don't know, I also said, hey, we could, here are the choices. We could play Poka-Poo-Poo-Pia. Poka-Poo-Poo-Poo-Pia. We could play some more Popa-Pee-Poo-Pee-Poo-Poo. And then I said we could play Peek, which was honestly the one that I wanted to do. I wanted to play Peek. And then there was just chatting. Hello, we're here. And the last one that I thought everyone was gonna vote for was karaoke. But maybe it's because I labeled it bad karaoke, and then everybody was like, we don't want that actually. Maybe I shouldn't have labeled it as bad karaoke. But I'm just speaking the truth, you know, it wasn't gonna be good. I thought everybody was gonna vote for that. I thought it meant evil karaoke. Nobody wanted evil karaoke? That would have been good too. That would have been interesting. How would you make karaoke evil? Oh, I have some ideas. Oh, no. Ooh, evil karaoke. That sounds like a... Singing's too scary. Yeah, it's already evil to begin with. I could just burst into song right now. No. You all voted for just chatting. That's what we're doing. I wanted to play Peek. Okay? Nobody voted for Peek. Nobody wants to watch me play Peek. I understand. Alright, guys. I can take a hint. Okay. Having too many options is just as bad as having none. Company way. No. Play Peek if you want. No, no, no. Life's not easy when you don't have 2 accounts to vote. No, I would have to give myself money. I can't do that, can I? Well, I mean, I guess I could. That'd be a little weird, though. Imagine I just like set up a bunch of accounts and just give myself money. And then I get to control the polls. Am I like talking to me? No, that's crazy. YouTube would take a % though? That's true. But I would be losing money, but I would be gaining something. Yeah, set an example. I'm playing Peak. No, nobody wants that. That's okay, fine. I'll never play Peak again. Never gonna make it to the peak. Never gonna peak. Okay. It's just botting. I would never. Hi. Oh, I gotta tell you guys about my juice. I've cracked the fucking code. Oh my god. What I'm gonna give you right now is so secret information. It's gonna change your entire life. This goes crazy, okay? Don't tell other people, okay? This is just between me and you. This is just between us, all right? Do you like juice? Hey, me to you. Me and you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Do you like juice? Are you a juice head? Would you consider yourself a juice connoisseur? It's just us. It's just us. You can tell me. You can tell me, little old me. Have I got a secret for you? Nah? Okay, you can leave. Hold on. Don't leave. Wait, hold on. Don't leave. Wait. You can hear this too, I guess, but you're not gonna really be interested. Who would we even tell? Shh. I'm sure you could think of someone. Like juice addiction propaganda. Listen. So juice is kind of expensive. Okay? Juice? Kind of expensive, alright? It's not. No, if you're looking to cross off some things on your grocery list, right? I'm stealing juice. No. I have the ultimate hack for juice lovers out there, okay? If you need a cup of juice every day to satisfy something in the pit of your stomach that you just can't explain to make it through the 9 to 5 of 5 to 10, you know what I mean? A little sip every once in a while, literally every day, to make you feel something again, then you're just like me. And you know, juice is a little expensive, and if you're trying to cut down on the grocery bill, you know, maybe juice is the first thing that might go. Maybe you're like, oh, I just can't do it. Reasonably, I'm just trying to cut back, right? I'm just trying to cut back on the juice. I love the juice. I want the juice. Well, maybe I'll just skip the juice and I'll be okay. Turns out you won't be okay. Turns out you need that little bit every day. You know what I mean? So you go to the juice aisle and you look at all the wonderful juice, and then you see the containers that contain juice but powder. And it's this giant container of juice, but it's powder. And you're like, damn, that could last me a lifetime. And it's only $5. And I haven't bought juice since, okay? I've just been making juice at home. Every day I make myself a little juice. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm living my best life, truly. Juice powder. If you can find it, get it. A lifetime or 8 days? No, it's been like a couple of months. It's been like a couple of months and I'm only halfway through. I have lemonade iced tea. A sponsorship? Not sponsored. I'm just and it's sugar free, which kind of sucks, but you know, trying to be healthy. I don't know if sugar free is actually, I mean, it's healthier, right? It's kind of like instead of smoking cigarettes, you're smoking vapes or whatever. Is that the comparison? I'm not quite sure. Can you eat it straight with a spoon? You could if you wanted to. That's what I did as a kid. That's awful. It's so gross. You know, I bought this stuff and I smelled it and I was like, that familiar smell. I've had this before. And then it unlocked a childhood memory where I would take a spoonful of this and I would only put like a little bit of water in there, so then it was like this slurry and I would eat that. Like that's insane. I would eat that. Holy shit. You guys ate weird things as a kid? You guys ate strange things as a kid? The slurry. Goop maxing. I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. It was good. I would never do it again though. Now that seems pretty gross to me. But imagine if you're like imagine your child self learned about this. Maybe you would try it. Maybe you would bite on a pencil. The strangest thing I did was separate the bread from the crust and turn it into a ball. Called it a wheat ball. What'd you do with it? Did you eat it or did you like throw it? I remember taking bread, not the crust. Yeah, taking the bread and making it into little balls. And then you would eat it, yeah. And then it would become like a little bit more concentrated, you know? like the ball was like, it was fun to bite into. I did that too. Yeah. Bread ball. Child gummy was so strange. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things I did. What are weird things that I did as a child? Arson? No. I tried to melt my Polly Pockets. I think I already talked about that. You know, I took all of the stuff. I took like nail polish remover and all this other stuff and I put it in a tub and then I put all of my dolls in it and then I closed the tub and I just let it sit in there for a while, hoping that it would dissolve. But it didn't. Greatest hits? Alright, so that one was pretty good, right? Ever steal any toys from friends or siblings? No, there was one time I went to a friend's house and she went to the bathroom and I was just sort of looking at some of the stuff in her room, like on her desk, and then she had like some money there and I was thinking about it, but I didn't do it. But I was like really close to doing it, but I didn't do it. But I was like, that was the only time I was like, I'm gonna take that. But I didn't do it. ever related to Jim Carrey movie? I don't think so. Prom again? Hold on, we gotta build up to that. Oh, one time I didn't have a Jim Carrey body pillow, no, but my mom did give me a High School Musical like pillow, and it had those beads in it, you know, like a bean bag, except it was tiny. It was just a pillow. It was a bean bag pillow, and she gave me a High School Musical one, and I didn't like it. And I was very curious at that time what was in it. Like, what was in the pillow that made it feel that way, right? Like, my little kid brain didn't know what was in there. So I cut it open, and I realized that it was these tiny little micro, like, bead things that went everywhere, and I freaked the fuck out. So I grabbed like a box, and it was like a shoe box, and I stuffed all of it in there as much as I could. But this stuff sticks to everything, and it just goes everywhere. And I start crying and crying, and then I put that box under my bed, and I got rid of all the evidence, and I never told my mom, but I felt so bad because she gave it to me out of love, and then I destroyed it. And I was like, I will never speak of this to my mother again. And I saved that shit under my bed for like years. I didn't tell her about it until I was moving out, and I found it, and I was like, you remember that pillow you gave me? She didn't care at all. She didn't care. No, I don't have the box anymore, but I had it for a really long time. And I legitimately felt guilty that day. I was like, I'm sorry that my little kid self destroyed that pillow you gave me. She didn't care at all. She didn't care at all. I hyped it up in my head so much. On the inside, she was heartbroken. No. Okay, here's the other thing that I did out of guilt as a kid. Okay, this one's kind of a sort of a long story, but we'll get through it. And some of you probably have already heard it a million times. But, alright, so, as a kid, as you can imagine, I was really into sweets and stuff. I mean, goddamn. I made that fucking juice slurry. Like, what is wrong with me? So, my dad is really into healthy eating. He loves fruits and vegetables. It's a confessional stream now. No. You guys have to tell me weird shit you did as a kid, okay? Anyways, my dad started making, I asked for like sandwiches for lunch, and he started making me these like really awesome sandwiches that were healthy. He made me like turkey sandwiches basically. Every day he would make this for me. And at first I really liked them. I thought it was awesome. But then one day, so I rode the bus, and I would sit in the same seat every day, no matter what. And I wasn't the only one, okay? Literally everyone on the bus had their seat, you know what I mean? So I sat in the seat with the air conditioner / heater. I think it was just a heater, actually. Well, it was starting to get warm out, but my bus driver still put the heater on. And then the bus also shakes around, and the sun was on me, so I was getting really hot. And the bus was shaking around, and I was getting really sick. I was getting bus sick. My head was hurting. I was sweating. I was not feeling well. I got home, and I went up to my brother, and I said, I don't think I'm feeling well, and then I threw up. And you know what came out? The sandwich. my dad made me. And it was so over from there. My brother was really nice to me though. He helped me lay down and he cleaned up. Wow. He cleaned it up and he was really nice to me. Thanks, bro. Not the sandwich. And then after that, I couldn't even smell the sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, it was over. It was over for me. Just the smell of the sandwich made me feel gross. So then, my dad was so excited though, and he kept giving me the sandwiches. And then I was like sort of throwing them out. I would maybe take a few bites and then I would throw it out. And then, well, I remember one day I came home and I had my lunchbox and it had a whole ass sandwich in it. And I didn't know what to do with it, so I put it in my closet. And there it stayed for like a really long time. I don't remember ever getting rid of it. But then when I moved out, it was gone. So I don't know what happened to it, to be honest. I think it just evaporated. Eventually, I did tell him that... I think I did tell him that I didn't want the sandwiches. He stopped making me sandwiches eventually. I remember my little brother had a phase where he would get so excited he would throw up, so I'd always try to get him excited. That happened to me too. I was the person that got excited and something happened to them. I don't want to tell you what though. I broke his heart. No. No. So there's that one. Do it? No. You guys will make fun of me forever. You'll never let it go. You'll never let it go. I'll just eat the sandwiches by myself. No. No. I would also hang out with him while he was making the sandwiches. Because he made his own sandwiches. Stop making fun of you for 18 pairs. Alright. I mean, who cares? Like, I care. I don't know, maybe I've mentioned this already and I've just completely forgotten. But, you know, I mean, like, I was the kid who, if you made me laugh enough, I was gonna, you know, like, pee my pants. If you made me laugh enough, that was gonna happen. The piss yourself story. Is this a challenge? No, I don't do this anymore. Okay? I don't know what was up with me when I was younger, but like my bladder was like it could take anything. I remember I would get like stage fright and I'd literally have to like go I don't know, like before getting on stage, it was like a problem, okay? I almost like does anyone have that problem where like they have really bad stage fright and then before doing something really like intense or whatever, it's like you might you might it might happen. Every thespian pisses them. You should say thyself. No, I don't do it anymore, okay? Tinkler. Not anymore! Not anymore. Okay, not anymore. It does never happen to me. I don't know why, but so yeah, my brother knew about this and he would always try to make me laugh and he tried to make me piss myself. Yeah, I gave up the piss life, okay? There was one time at a friend's house, I don't remember what he was doing. I don't think he was trying to get me to like do it. But he was making me laugh, and I think I don't know, we were like sibling wrestling or whatever. And he was like tickling me, and I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing. Oh my god. And we were at my best friend's house in the neighborhood. And I'm dead pissed. I'm not giving all the details. I don't remember all the details. What do you mean? I was like, oh shit. I ran into the bathroom. My signature move. No! You know, the story, it gets fuzzier and fuzzier. Farther and farther away from me. Eventually, I'll just forget it forever. Oh no, it's happening already. I don't remember. Yeah, I ran to the bathroom and then I was like crying. Yeah, my brother did like one of them, but she was my best friend. No, they didn't stop talking to me after I pissed myself. No. Okay, so yeah, there was two girls in the neighborhood and me and them, we were in the same class. They moved in to the neighborhood and then they were in my class and we became friends and I would hang out with them all the time. And then, yeah, then my brother started hanging out with them too, and it was very obvious that my brother and my other friend had a crush on each other. And then I went and pissed my pants. No, they didn't stop talking to me because of that. They just wanted to hang out with my brother. They didn't, you know, they wanted to have like a relationship with my brother, and that was, you know, all of a sudden my brother was like, yeah, I went over there and had dinner with just them, like just them and their family. And I was like, what the hell? Why was I not invited? And then I got it sounds so childish now, but I remember I was kind of mad at them for that. I was kind of pissed off at them. And then I was riding the bus and it was senior year. So it was the last time I was going to ride the bus. And I rode the bus my whole entire school time. So I always rode the bus to school. But these girls, they never rode the bus. They always got driven to school. And then senior year, they were like, you know what? How about we ride the bus? Because it's senior year. And they didn't know anybody on the bus. They only knew me. And they did not understand bus etiquette, okay? There's etiquette to the bus. You sit in the seat you always sat in, and you talk to the same people you always talk to. But then now there's these new chicks on the bus. And they kept trying to talk to me, and I was annoyed by it because I had all these bus friends that I was never going to see again. So I was like, I want to talk to the bus friends. I don't really want to talk to you guys. You're just embarrassing me. I was the cool fucking kid on the bus, okay? I was losing my reputation. No! I didn't have a driver's license. I couldn't drive, okay? And then, oh, here's a Cookie story for ya. Cookie did start driving me to school because she had a license. And then one day we were going to school and she was going, I think it was, the speed limit was 50 and she was going like 75. She got pulled over. And then I stopped. And then we didn't do that again. Yes, I failed my license test 2 times, and on the 3rd try I got it. The first time was stupid, okay? It was bad. It wasn't that bad. I was driving like a normal person. And then the second time, there were people crossing the street and I was going like 2 miles per hour and the lady was screaming at me to stop. Yeah, first time they were just hating. There was a rumor going around that they purposely like fail you the first time. That's what they say. They were hating even harder. And then 3rd time, I think they just felt bad. They just felt bad about it. What can I say? You gotta get knocked down and then get back up again. You gotta get knocked down and you gotta get back up again. You know, story of my life. Gotta get knocked down, get back up again. That's what it's all about. Did I start tearing up when I was driving? No, but I did probably start. I did. I mean, I started tearing up when they told me I fucking failed for the 2nd time. I think it was obvious in my eyes. Your test was in a massive snowstorm. Oh no. If you could drive in this, you could drive anywhere. I've never cried. Nope. I never cry. I'm not a crier, okay? I can't even remember the last time I cried. My driving instructor said that if I took the test 9 out of 10 more times, I would have failed every time, but he passed me. Why? What? Hold on, juice break. Ah, success in your future. You will have success in your future. You will get paid big money, big money. Hit the juice. A lovable guy? How do you get that trait? Sip of the day? Oh yeah. Is it just something you're born with, or do you think you could learn it? You know how people are like, oh, if you got it, you got it? How do you get it? I think, you know, my working theory is if you sit up straight, if you walk with confidence, which I've never done. You got pulled. You pulled over to let an ambulance pass by, and the examiner insisted I stopped in the middle of the road. That's lame. You can learn anything? Yeah, I was thinking about this. Do you guys think that... Okay, so some real hard-hitting question here. Do you think that, like, talent... Do you think talent is real? I like slouching and walking as if I'm doing something cruel and suspicious. I'm being a little evil looking. I recently I don't know if I mentioned this, but I recently went to the grocery store and I walked around and I realized that I was slouching, so I stood up straight, and it was like I stood up straight for the first time in my life. I was like, wow, this is what it's like to have confidence? Oh my god. What a whole different world. I never realized that I was like making myself small. Talent is real, but effort is more relatable. Oh, talent is real, but work goes into it. You can be predisposed to be good at something. Yes and no. I see. Yeah. I think some people have sort of, predisposed, a sort of a natural ability. Reliable. I get it. Good posture is key. That's the ticket, baby. That's the ticket, baby. Most people like to be talked to, and if they don't, then you'll figure it out quick. Guy said just go talk to people. That's what I'm doing right now. We're having a conversation. You gotta hunch more. Everyone loves a goblin. I want my back to just be like a C. The letter C, please. Please, doctor. Make it the letter C. This doesn't count. No, it counts. It counts. It counts. It counts. You're real. No, you're real. You're not all just figments of my imagination. No, no. I'm juice. I'm juicing over here. Hey, hold on. I'm juicing. Did you hear that? Did you hear it clink on my teeth? Ow. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna do it once so you can hear it. Hold on. Ow. That was on my teeth. Did you hear it? Chip a tooth. Destroy your teeth right now. Sounds like I gotta brush my teeth. I mean, you gotta do that every day, so... Twice a day, that's what they say. How can you hear that? How do you know? I ain't gonna brush my teeth right now. What are you, crazy? Ah! The plaque on my teeth? No, no, ew. Shut up. Shut up, that's what I'm sensitive about. I don't have plaque on my teeth, okay? Brush teeth stream when? I do have like a 30-minute... I have like a 30-minute routine. First I brush, and then I floss, and then I brush again. Is that crazy? Sometimes I use mouthwash, but I don't know if mouthwash is legit or not. Brush teeth. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth every day. Brush, brush, brush your teeth. Never stop brushing your teeth. You gotta brush, brush, brush your teeth. Never stop brushing those teeth. My enamel. A bit too much. Huh? You're telling me there's too much? There's too much clean teeth happening? You're telling me my teeth are too clean? You're telling me they're too perfect? You're telling me... It's too much, girl. There's a KFC and Lucky Charms toothpaste? What the hell? Pearly yellows. Propaganda, propaganda. I also have a sprayer for floss, a water pick, but I haven't used it in a while because you have to charge it, and it ran out of charge, and I'm lazy. People with veneers, yeah, it's scary. Perfectly white teeth is scary. Yeah, you gotta have a little yellow in there. I'm sandpapering my teeth every time I brush. So what you're telling me is never brush your teeth again? Toothpaste is actually bad for your teeth, and you're basically sandpapering your teeth off. I don't want to talk about teeth. Fuck teeth, man. I hope they all fall out. And I want dentures, okay? I want you to pull them all out. Doctor, pull them all out and give me dentures. Actually, that's what my grandpa did, apparently. I never met the guy, but that's what I've been told, is he pulled out all his teeth. And he had dentures. I am not blood related to this man. So I don't have... He had really bad teeth, apparently. Not me, not me. You still gotta brush dentures? What does a girl gotta do to do less? You know what I mean? What do I gotta do to just do less around here? You can never win. All of my meals in juice form. Now we're talking. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're speaking my language. My teeth are constantly trying to destroy themselves, and I don't want to think about it. Just always have a mint in your mouth. Have a mint in your mouth. I always have a zin in your mouth. Ew. Never brush. Never again. I'll never do it again, I swear. I'm so sorry. Ever had one of those dreams where your teeth fall out? No. But I had a dream where my teeth became one. You know? Like my teeth started like melting into one, and then I couldn't open my mouth. I think that's scarier. That was pretty terrifying. Don't make my message British. Oops, sorry about that. The tooth. The tooth. The tooth. What if you had two big teeth? That would be nice, I think. I think that would be pretty good. I don't like dentist stuff. I don't like teeth stuff. Yeah, you wouldn't have to floss anymore. That'd be nice. But if you had a beak, I think I would, if you could do that, I would do that. Anything but what it is now. Truly. I had braces for a really long time. I hate the dentist. I wore a thing. I've told this before too, but I wore a thing on my... It attached to my forehead, my chin, and then it was this like metal rod that went from my forehead to my chin, and then it had, in the mouth area, it had a place where you could attach rubber bands from your braces to the metal rod, and I just had to wear that. Not like what you would see. Let's see if I can find it. Oops, sorry. Dentist. Head. No, orthodontist. Orthodontist. Head gear. Braces. There it is. It's this exact one that I had. I had the pink one. It was like this. This is what I was walking around with. It just attaches to like your head and your chin. And it stays on your head by like attaching to your teeth. It's when your upper part of your head of your teeth is like too far in and they want to pull your teeth out. I hated this thing. It hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. But now I have straight teeth. Yes, worth it. I only wore it at night occasionally, even though I was supposed to wear it all the time. And then they said I did a great job, so you know, I'll take it. And also they gave me a retainer. And this was, let's see. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This was 10 years ago. That I got my braces off and they gave me a retainer and they told me, you better wear this shit every single day or else I'll see you back here in this chair. They were really mean about it, actually. So I still wear it every day, even though I'm like, do I need to? I'm terrified of not wearing the retainer when I go to bed. Because what if my teeth get all fucked up and then I gotta go back? And then I gotta go back and they're gonna put this shit on my head again. No. It was the worst thing ever. I do not wish braces on anybody. You know, only if you really want them. But braces are hell on earth. You know? Oh god, it was awful. That guy was so mean to me all the time. I knew a guy who didn't wear it for a week. Is he really messed up now? Is his face... his teeth got all fucked up after? Oh no, okay. I'm gonna wear this for my whole entire life then. Part of me is like, is this supposed to get updated? They didn't really tell me. I don't remember. I hate it though. I hate it. Although I will say, I think that my teeth are just a speck. Just a tiny little bit off. I remember they took off the braces and I was like, wow, is this what it's supposed to feel like? Because my teeth are not aligned perfect. They're a little off. So I feel like I got tiny teeth. Probably. I have a really small mouth. That's what the guy said. I've got a tiny mouth. So what is it? Your like molars. What's the molars that people get ripped out? The teeth that come in later that a lot of people get ripped out. Those will never come in because there's no room. I still got them in there. They're just up. Wisdom teeth. Yeah, my wisdom teeth will never come out. Also, one of my wisdom teeth is apparently near my nose. But that's my little secret. Wisdom teeth. A wisdom tooth is near my nose. Because they like scanned my whole head. They were like, yeah, you got a tooth right there. Okay, cool. Sick. My wisdom teeth never came in because there's no room. Ain't no room for them. That ain't gonna happen. You got tiny hands, tiny mouth, but you want to convince us you aren't short. I'm not short. I'm perfectly normal. If you look at me, it's like, wow, that's a normal person. How many you got? 1. Dang, I wish I had 40 like Buddha. 5 foot nothing? No, no, no. I had weird... I only got the one nose tooth. Yeah. Only got the one. A bullet in the chamber. You know, they were just kind of like, yo, we should keep an eye on that. And then they never saw me again. Chew up smells. Maybe that's why I can smell real good. I have a wicked sense of smell, you know what I mean? I can smell you a mile away. Nah, I've had weird moments in my life where I felt, I don't know, too tall. I felt very weird being, I'm not even tall, but, you know, I had like an outer body experience at like a dress shop where all the women were small, and I was like, I'm too tall. I hate this. I was like losing my mind. You know, you look around and you're like, this sick, tiny world. They all hate me because they ain't me. I'm ugly because I'm still so giant. I'm massive in this dress shop, and all these women are so small. I look down at all of them, then I hate it. Too tall? I'm perfectly normal. I'm perfectly average. It's everyone else that is small. Ladies? Girls? Can you get a little taller, please? Put on those high heels. Please? Compared to dudes, like, I'm normal. I'm a normal person. Compared to ladies... Ladies are tiny. Why are so many ladies tiny? Maybe it's because I think about it too much. And then I'm like, wow, that person's so small compared to me, and I'm so big. I am just a big... Dudes are like on average 5'8", which is crazy because that's so small. No, it's not. That's normal. Too many tall thoughts? Yeah, I got too many tall thoughts. I feel like I stick out too much. Maybe that's why I hunch over, because I feel like I'm too tall. Although you just said 5'8" is small. Small to you? This guy over here. This guy is just lying on the internet. It's okay, we all are. I am 5'6". Average, okay? At first I was really proud of that. And then I was like, what is this world? What is this world that we live in? I am a freak. I am a freak of nature. If you're not 6'8", if you're not 6'12", you're puny, man. I give up 4'8" vibes? I mean, realistically, I could be melted down and be any size. You know what I mean? But I like to be, you know. It's true? What do you mean? 4'8"? 4'8"? What the hell are you talking about? Dude, wait, hold on. Somebody else talk about this. Other people in the chat, do you think I give off small, tiny vibes? Do you think I give off 4'8" vibes? Nah, I've never met somebody 4'8", I gotta say. It's not embarrassing. People come in all shapes and sizes. I give off ankle biter vibes? I don't give off tall, awesome vibes. Do I give off tall, awkward vibes? 5 flat? Just 5 inches? 5'3"? 5'3"? Okay, okay. We're almost there. Tall, awkward. Like that show. With the lady who's really tall. Awkward. How should I act of being 5'6"? How should I act? Like, I could reach the shelf, you know what I mean? I don't need to ask to reach the shelf unless it's the tippy top of the shelf all the way back. Then I might need your assistance, but probably not, you know what I mean? Five, 5, but I slouch, so it's just 5. The thing I could do with my arm? Yeah, you guys are forgetting the thing I can do with my arm. I need to act like I'm looking down on everyone? I always feel bad about that. You know what I feel bad the most about? Is like hugging women. An incel spine? No. I'm working on it. Okay, I'm trying. I'm doing yoga. Trying to be more conscious about it. I don't. I have a perfectly natural spine. Hugging women, it makes me feel bad. Because it's like... It's right in there. Oh no. You know, like, my face is like above their face. And then their head is like shoulder, a little bit lower than shoulder. And I'm like, hug me, lady. And then they just have to deal with that. Face full of the goods. I just always feel really bad about that. I'm like, are you sure you want to hug me? Also, if you try to pick me up, I will freak the fuck out. Don't pick me up. I think it's because I think that I am giant. I am huge for a lady, you know, and that my brothers have tried to pick me up and I freaked the fuck out. And then, like, there've been people who try to do it because I go, no, 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 right? I will roll into a ball and I'll scream. I won't let you do it. Cause like sometimes they'll like pick up my friend who is like 5'2" and they'll go and then they go and I'm like, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it, man. Don't do it, please. It's been very traumatic, okay? It's a traumatic event in my life. It's happened multiple times. I don't know why guys are obsessed with doing this, but please don't do it to me. Please don't. I'll kick and scream and I'll roll into a ball. That's the #1 way. If you don't want somebody to pick you up, roll into a ball. Get into a ball and then you're like a boulder on the ground. And it's like, yeah, pick me up now, huh? They can't do it. They can't do it. See? I told you, it's like a thing. It's like a thing that guys do. They just want to lift people up. They want to pick them up. I don't know. People just get excited about things. Especially if it's a tiny woman. And they're like, haha, pick you up. You're so small, I could pick you up. And then everybody all of a sudden turns to me and I'm like, I'm not that, you can't pick me up. Picking you up and rolling you down the aisle for a perfect strike. No, no, no. No, not me, not me. You pick me up, I turn into a ball, you dribble me down the court and shoot. And you get a a hole in one or whatever. A goal. What, you made the basket. Nothing but net. There you go. Nothing but net. Like a Looney Tunes character. Hoist. A 3-pointer. Dribble to the left, dribble to the right. Take it back now, y'all. That's what I'm talking about, man. That is what I'm talking about. Alright, next topic. How about... Anybody got anything? I was thinking either video games or movies or TV shows. You know, speaking of TV show, I've been watching X-Files, as some of you may know. I'm kind of obsessed with it. And there was an episode of X-Files, season 7, I don't know what episode number, but it was based off of Cops. Has anyone seen Cops? The TV show? I never saw it. I've only seen this episode of X-Files, but it was really good. It was a really good episode, and I'd really recommend it. It was a lot of fun. I wish I could have a show like that, where it's fake. It's like Cops, but fake, and it has to do with supernatural things. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? Bad boys, bad boys, bad boys. I ended up actually watching Cops, the TV show, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the very first episode, which was in the 80s. It was 89 when the show came out. So I guess you could really technically say it was more of a 90s show. But the cops looked very different. Yeah, cops from like Drop Dead Gorgeous, yeah. The cops were just wearing t-shirts. It was t-shirts and jeans. And the t-shirts were like blue with like screen printed, like it just said sheriff with a sheriff badge on top. Like, is this what cops wore? What? I guess so. I don't know. But it was so funny because the first episode, there's just a bunch of cops in like cop t-shirts and jeans, and they're running around this truck, and they got a bunch of like cardboard, and they're like taping a bunch of cardboard together to make a box. But also, like, cardboard comes in box form, but I guess they were making a bigger box. And they put this box on the back of a truck. And then they all got in the box. Like freaking 8 of them got in the box in the back of the truck. And they drove around the neighborhood and like tried to do like crack cocaine deals, and then they would jump out of the box and arrest the people. It was very funny though. I mean, it's not funny, but just what the hell was happening in the fucking 90s? What the cops were doing different stuff back then. I'll tell you what. Like the clown cars, yeah. Crazy stuff. They did that like twice. The first time they did it, they just did a cardboard box, and then they were like, well, now they know about the cardboard box, so let's make it into like a little house. Like they upgraded it to wood, and they made little windows, and then they put like fake trees in the window parts so that you couldn't see in and see them in just the box. It's just a shot of like a bunch of them in this wooden box with like palm trees swaying around, and they were just waiting. That's crazy. I watched about 3 episodes, and then I was like, I don't know if I really want to watch anymore. I wouldn't want to be a cop or anything. I wouldn't want to be a part of law enforcement. No thanks. No thank you. Even if they said all you gotta do is get in a cardboard box. No, I don't think so. No thanks. Oh god, and then they were at some sort of dinner because some guy was like going to a different department or something, and they were having a meal for him, and they were joking around like, oh, everybody got a bunch of guys joking around. They were bad jokes. One of them was like, well, I hope he gets replaced by like a woman. And they were all like snickering and sneering. And one guy was like, oh, I've been waiting for a new partner. Ew. Just the worst. And I was like, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this anymore. But I would really recommend the Twin Peaks episode. That's just like a standalone. You can just watch that without knowing. Wait, did I say Twin Peaks? I meant X-Files. I would recommend that X-Files episode. It's a standalone one. You don't have to watch. You don't have to have any knowledge of X-Files from what you could just watch that episode. It's a good one. Movies. I don't know. I don't think I've really watched a movie. I do love Twin Peaks and X-Files. It's true. It's like the things that I think about the most. Movies. I love those things. Let me. What's out there, huh? What's Linda? Linda? Oh yeah, I remember you recommending that because you wanted to watch a musical and you added that. Linda. I don't know that movie. I'd like to watch it though. I really want to watch the new one. The new space one. With Ryan. With good old Ryan. That one, I don't know anything about. And I don't want to know anything about it. I just want to go into it and watch it, you know? All I know is that it has Ryan Gosling and it's a space movie. Project Hail Mary. Yeah. They got a puppet character in it? Oh my god. Oh, now I'm more excited. What? That sounds awesome. Is it... My only concern is it a kids movie? Actually, I have no idea. I haven't watched a trailer. I haven't seen anything except poster. I don't know anything about it. Don't tell me anything about it, but is it a kids movie? Death Stranding 2? Now on your computer. Now it's on your computer. Maybe I play. I don't know. What else? There's another movie I saw. I did see the trailer of, and I thought it was pretty good. $80! Oh my god. There is the sale. Have you guys gotten any good spring sale, Steam sale? Any good games? I got a few, but I wouldn't really... Nothing to cry home about. Nothing to, you know... What did I get? Just some weird shit. I don't even know. I just gotta get some more stuff. These are all spoilers. I can't tell you about these. They're spoilers. They're surprise games. Wait, is the sale over? Oh. Never mind then. Oh, oops. Never mind then. Just saying. Kids Trigger? Never heard of those. Late. The sale is over. I'm so sorry. The backlog. I don't have a big backlog. backlog, but I am waiting for a lot of games to come out. A lot of games come out next month. And so next month is gonna be crazy. What is it? Grave Seasons? Is that what it's called? It's like Stardew Valley, but there's a murderer on the loose. I want to play that. We're gonna play that. Me and you together, we're gonna play that game. It's like farming game, except scary. And we're also gonna be playing Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi, whatever the hell. That one. But that's not until 3 weeks from now. I can't. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Looked good. Yeah, looks good. What's the name typed out? Let me find it. Grave? Yeah, oh, it's just Grave Seasons. Grave. Like you're in the grave. There's always Peak. You guys don't want to watch me play Peak. I'm never gonna play Peak ever again. I'll never make it up the mountain. That's what I learned today. You guys don't want it. You don't want it. It's fine. Oh, I wanted to tell you about my my pee poo 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 plans. Pokopia. Pokopia. Pokemon. Pokemon! My Pokemon game plan. Okay, I got a game plan. So, if you guys know or don't know, there is a place you can go to that is like mountains. It's like Rocky Ridge, and it has a rail system, and it has mountains, and it has lava. And the whole entire area is covered in layers and layers and layers of like ash from the volcano. And I made it my mission to get rid of all of the ash. And little did I know, this area isn't just mountains. It's all just ash. I have been slowly but surely, layer by layer, and it is basically the whole entire map, or at least half of the map is covered in ash, and I have been slowly, layer by layer, peeling away. It's all I've been doing in the game. I haven't really progressed at all. I haven't really built all that much. It's just been... I've just been getting rid of some blocks. Yeah, I could have done that. It's too much. I'm addicted. Once I don't have any more ash to clear, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. It better not rain ash later on. But I thought that it was gonna be a bunch of mountains underneath, but I don't think it is. And now I'm like, I gotta come up with a plan for this, right? So I'm actually just gonna get rid of like everything. I'm gonna get rid of a whole bunch. And in the middle is gonna be, I'm gonna make a volcano. I mean, there already is kind of a volcano. And then I'm gonna get rid of the bottom part of the volcano. And then the top part's gonna be a mountain. And the bottom part's I'm gonna turn into the restaurant. And then on the other side, it's gonna be the museum. And then on the other side, I'm gonna turn it, what the restaurant kitchen area is now, I'm gonna turn that into a nightclub slash like train station. And it's gonna be sick. And then I'm gonna have a little neighborhood. But I'm nowhere close to that, and I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Also, I've been slowly, layer by layer, getting rid of the ash, and I've discovered, spoilers, that when you basically when you beat the game, it gives you the ultimate Pokemon power, where essentially doing what I'm doing would be way easier, I think. I think it would make this process significantly easier. So I've just been like doing it the hard way this whole entire time. You can actually beat the game. You know, I saw someone online say that beating the game is basically just the start of the game. Because you get all of the powers. So you get all of the tools and then you can actually do the game. Yeah, I'll show you. Maybe I should finish the story. Maybe. That's gonna take me a while. I feel very overwhelmed. I have like 4 islands, I guess. One island I just visited and I didn't do anything in it. But I feel very overwhelmed with like Here's my problem. I have a problem with this game. Because of course I do. Because I can find a problem with any game. Okay, that's just me. I'm so sorry. But I have a problem with this game. At first, everyone was like, oh my god, it's so much better than Animal Crossing. Oh my god, this is what Animal Crossing should have been. All I'm saying is there's a fundamental flaw if you're comparing this to Animal Crossing. And that is, in this game, what can you do? What is there to do? The thing you can do in this game is build. If you like building things, this game is for you. You know, if you love using your imagination with blocks, then here it is. And also cute Pokemon. Bam. You got a game on your hands. But what can I do in Animal Crossing? Oh, well, I can build some things. I can put furniture down. Okay, it's kind of the same. I can go fishing. I can, you know, find fossils. I can, you know, do all that stuff. Where's the fishing? You can't fish because it's Pokemon World. You would be fishing Pokemon and that's kind of weird, right? You can't do that. You Pokemon fish other Pokemon? You can't do it. And you can't. There's no other activity besides build something. You know, you go around, maybe there's the story, right? But the story kind of is just like, do these few things and build these things. The number one activity is building. Animal Crossing, you can do other things. This game doesn't have its other distraction, you know? It's either you're in the mood for building or you're not. And I'm not the best at building things. Building isn't my special interest. Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I could just like chill and do something else. But now I have this long list of stuff that like, I want to layer by layer get rid of the ash. And then after I do that, I could like re-landscape the mountain so that it's like a really cool volcano restaurant. And then after that, I'll have to redo the museum and put everything in the museum. And then after that, I'm gonna have to like make a nightclub. And then after that, I'm gonna, oh my god, and I don't know how to make a nightclub. I don't know how to make a restaurant. I don't know. It's gonna look bad. I tried making a house, so I put down like a windmill, and then I was like, oh, let's make like a house around the windmill, and then it does not look good. And I haven't destroyed it yet and retried because I'm like, well, and then I tried making like a hot spring area, but I didn't know how to make the water warm. I don't understand. How do you make the water warm? I just gave up on that. Now there's just a hole with water in it. And then there's the cruise ship, and there's a giant cruise ship, and it's like, well, I gotta make the cruise ship cool. Then you go online and you see people have dug out the whole entire cruise ship, and then they put a bunch of lights on it and they fix it, and then somebody else makes another ship next to the cruise ship, and it looks awesome, and it's for the little penguin Pokemon, and you're like, man, I wish I could give my penguin Pokemon a fucking ship just to live in. That would be nice. Okay, I guess we're adding that to the list. Oh, and then somebody else made like a giant hot spring dock area that looks really cool, and you're like, I gotta add that to the list because I gotta do that too. Seaside little town. I'm working on it. And then I sit around and I'm like, God, I wish I could just take a moment to just fish. I just want to like fish or do something else. Something other than this. And then you like try to make some houses, and you're like, oh, I'll make the construction guys come here, and then you construct some houses, and then they don't come out of the houses. Once you put them in the house, they're there forever. And then you're like, well, they seem to really like the house, so now every Pokemon needs a house. And that's a lot of houses. And my place looks like garbage. I gotta make it look better. It's too much. It's too much. This is my problem with the game, okay? And that's not to say it's not a bad game. It's a wonderful game, and I can't stop playing it. That's just what I think about the game, okay? I'm just like, I just need a break, but in the game. I need a break, but I still want to play the game. And then I run around and I'm like, I need all of the items before I do anything. I can't do anything because I have nothing, even though I have like a bunch of shit. But I'm like, I don't have anything. I need more. How could I do anything if I don't have all the items? How can I truly build to my heart's content? How can I make the perfect home for little bleep lorp? I don't know any of the Pokemon's names. I don't know any of their names. Oh shit, let's do... I totally forgot about this. Let me see what this bug tier list looks like. I saw a video online of somebody who was like, if your girlfriend doesn't like Pokemon, just get her this game. And she'll like Pokemon. And it's true, I think. I've never been more interested in Pokemon. Yeah, Animal Crossing gotta give us interactive items and more character dialogue. And then Poo has gotta give us things to do besides building. Let's see what kind of ew. Just looking at the bugs is freaking me out. Okay. I'll do this real quick. I'll do this for the people. Warning, bugs. Warning, bugs. Warning, bugs. Bugs. There's gonna be bugs. Bugs. If you don't like bugs, sorry. Look, bugs! Ah! But you like me, so I'm technically not a bug. There is a worm on this list, but worm is not bug. What the hell are you talking about? A worm is not a bug. Can you see it? Is this okay? Alright, S is best bug ever. A is there's too many. This is too many categories, right? Goes all the way to F? I don't know. Ant. D tier. What size ant are we talking about? Like ants in the wild, they're fun to look at. And they're like they're like kings. They're the bug king, you know. The ant wars, they go on and on and on. Never-ending ant war. It stretches across continents, you know. The ants will be here forever. Bedbug? F tier. B? A tier. S tier. A tier. I don't like the sound of bees. And that's why they're an A tier, but they are good. Justify? Well, but bedbugs suck. I've never had a bedbug, but I wouldn't want a bedbug. A beetle? Like what kind of... This is just generic. I don't know. To me, a beetle... Like I can think of some cool ass beetles, right? But like a beetle in general? There's so many beetles. I'm rating them as bugs. Not bugs I know personally. Beetles are pretty cool. Butterflies! B tier. Because butterflies look really nice, but all I can imagine is that one image from SpongeBob that's like... And that was pretty frightening. So... Caterpillar is S tier all the way. Are you kidding me? It's very exciting when you find a caterpillar. Caterpillars are awesome. And they're never not awesome. Centipede's F tier. If I could make another tier, it would have centipede. Because I fucking hate centipedes. It literally make me sick to my stomach. Cicada? I like the sounds of cicadas. I don't live in a place where I'd say it's particularly like really, really bad, you know, to the point where it's really annoying. There's cicadas and it's a nice sound. I like the sound of them. Your dad has a fear of caterpillars. What the heck did a caterpillar do to him? Cockroach F. Cricket A tier. Baby even... I mean, is it really nighttime if a cricket isn't there? Rubbing its little legs together? It'd be a weird world if crickets didn't exist. It didn't make their little... Daddy Longleg? You know what? They're alright. That's just like a weird spider that lives in your house. I don't think it's even a spider. I feel okay with a daddy long leg. They're fine. They're better than ants. They're harmless. They're just living their lives. There's a type of black spiny caterpillar that hangs from trees that will bite and sting when they fall on you. That's... Well, I didn't know that. Dragonflies? Cool as fuck. It's freaking awesome when you see a dragonfly. I've never had one like attack me or anything, but they're cool. Ants, yeah, they are the most populous species in the world, and there's a war. There's a war going on. Never-ending ant war. 6 legs can't walk. Earwig? Oh, this is what I had in my bathroom! And they were making babies in my mouthwash. Fuck earwigs, this is what was in my bathroom. Do you see this fucking creature? It's awful. Ew, I still remember the feeling of it crawling on my foot. I fucking hate them. I lived with this bug for a moment of time, and I hate them. It's cute. No, it's not. It was weirdly... Firefly's best thing ever. Best, you know, best bug ever. I can't... What's better than a fucking firefly? They're awesome. Flea? Fuck fleas. Are you kidding me? A fly? Fuck flies. Flies ain't gonna do no good. A glowworm? I've never seen a glowworm. I don't know what a glowworm is. Sounds freaking awesome though. Are glowworms cool? Are they just worms that glow? Or do they suck butt? Somebody tell me. Because I don't know. Grasshoppers. That's just like some good childhood memories right there. Grasshoppers are pretty cool. I remember catching grasshoppers. And then you would accidentally like squish one a little bit and it would be green on your hand. Grub, ew. Head louse? I don't know what the fuck that is. Hornet? Fuck that. Jumping spider, but they're really tiny, so they're okay. They're just little tiny. Jumping spider, tiny. It's okay if there's a little guy. Oh shit, these guys are so cool. These are the leaf bugs? I didn't know they were called katydid? These guys are so cool. If they're the ones I'm thinking of, are they the tiny little leaf? The tiny little guys that look like leaves? That's what they kind of look like. But I'm not sure. This guy might be actually huge. I don't know who you are. No? Alright, I don't know who you are. Get out of here. Ladybug? I think ladybugs are as cool as a bee. I don't know. I've had some ladybugs try to like get at me, you know? I've had some crazy ladybugs, alright? Ladybugs can fly and they will. But, you know, it's nice when you see one, but I don't know why. I have like ladybug trauma. Fight or flight ladybug. A ladybug tried to mess with me one time. That ain't it. Leaf insect? This wasn't what I was talking about, but this is cool. This bug is cool as fuck. Leaf insect? Hell yeah. I'm talking about the little triangle one. Is it here? Maybe it's this! Amphid? He's cool as hell. He can rock anytime. He can rock with me anytime. Locusts? I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I just know that it's like really bad if there's a shit ton of them around. Ew, a maggot, ew, a leech. Why are there worm things here? Mantis, cool as hell. Coolest bug ever. Mealworm? Ew, kind of gross. A midge? I don't know what that is. Millipede, ah! Mite, ew. Mosquito, fuck you. Moth. Moth. Moths are a little scary to me, but I think they're cool. You know, these guys are cool. B tier is cool as fuck, but he's a little scary to me. Scorpion, fuck that guy. Silverfish, I fucking hate silverfish. I fucking hate silverfish. They can fuck right off. Snail. That's not a bug, but he's going all the way to the top. Going all the way to the top, baby. Gotta go. Very drunk. Have fun. Yeah, you have fun. Have fun. Wasps? Fuck wasps. Fuck ticks. Fuck termites. Fuck tarantulas. Weevil! Weevils are not evils? Weevils are cool, right? We all love weevils. If a weevil is what I think it is, it can chill. Worm? Cool as fuck. We love worms. I love this guy. A roly-poly? Tarantulas are cool? Yeah, water spider's cool. I would be very excited if I saw a water spider. Strider, not a spider. Tarantulas? You know, it's not the tarantula's fault. I went down a weird rabbit hole of YouTube one time, and it was like tarantulas that were like sick and are dying, and then people would just like film it. It was fucked up. So that's all I kind of think of when I think of tarantulas. It's not really their fault. Stick bug! Stick bug spider. I don't like spiders. You know what? I'm gonna give a spider an E. Because, you know what? We gotta live with spiders. You know what I mean? You might not like them. And you definitely have a hard time killing them. If worse comes to worse. But you have to learn to live with them. Tapeworm? Slug! Hell yeah! Slug! Slug! Hell yeah! Slug? Hell yeah! I don't know what these are. What the hell's a midge? Ants? It's also an animal you kind of have to live with, right? I mean, like, hey, okay, wait, hold on. I don't live with ants, but I'm just saying, out of all the bugs that you could get in your house, you're probably gonna eventually, someday, get ants, you know? So, and then you kind of just, you know, you do what you can to not have ants, but eventually, you're gonna get ants. Tiny flies that bite you? Fuck those guys. What about this guy? Does anybody know about this guy? Anybody got good words? Or bad words? Or glowworms? Anybody know about glowworms? See, this looks cool as fuck, but then it's got this like face. I don't know if you can really see it, but it looks it maybe has some pincers or something on the front of its face. I don't know about that. Yeah, I think this is a pretty fair bug tier list. There's a lot here, but there's a lot of terrible bugs. It's a bad image for a glowworm. Oh. It looks like a 3D model from Blender. There, I'll look up glowworm. Give me one sec. Images. Glowworm. Ooh. Ooh. No, I don't like that. That's... Ew. Ooh. Ooh. New Zealand. Is it like a firefly worm? Look at this. This one. This scientific one. Ugh. But maybe they make caves like this, so that's cool as hell. That's cool. They're very alien. Ooh. What the? What are these babies? What are these like baby worms? I don't know. Oh wait, I think they can hang. I think that they can hang actually. I'll put them in the C tier because I don't know enough about them. And these guys are just like big fat aphidids maybe. Maybe they're like big fat aphidids. I don't know. We'll put them with the glowworm. There you go. I knew more bugs than I thought. There are some bugs I have never encountered. I've never encountered bed bug. I've never encountered a cockroach. I don't know if I've even... I don't think I've ever encountered a centipede. I've never encountered a flea. I've never encountered a grub or a head louse. I've never encountered a leech or a locust or a maggot or a mealworm or a millipede. I think I've seen mites. They're like really, really tiny, right? You love centipedes? I absolutely, number one, like, hated thing for me is centipede. I've never had a tapeworm. Fuck mosquitoes. Scorpions are just really scary, but I've never seen one. Fuck silverfish. Hate them. Wasps and hornets are the worst thing ever, and I hate that we call them bees. Because then it gives bees a bad rap, but bees are cool as hell. Where's the bumblebee? I guess it's under the bee category. I love bumblebees. They're super cute. You ever just watch a bumblebee fly around? So cute. Stick bug? There's a stick insect. What about stink bug? I'd put stink bug with the ant and the spider. I feel like stink bugs are just bugs that you gotta just kind of live with. Termite, never seen one. Tarantula, one of my friends had a tarantula. Never seen a tick, and I hope I never do. Ticks, I'm so scared. I'm so scared of ticks. Don't know what the hell a midge is. What the hell? You used to squish all the bumblebees? I could never. That's terrible. You must buy bumblebees or whatever. You must save all the bumblebees to, you know, so then the bumblebees can forgive you and your bumblebee sins. I thought they would sting me. Oh. Yeah, when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I thought bumblebees, I was a little scared of them at first, but then I learned they're cool, they're chill. You watched the Bee movie? Okay. Alright, that's good then. I guess we'll forgive you. I've never been stung by a wasp. I think I've been bitten by a wasp, but I've never been stung by a wasp. I might be allergic because my brother's allergic. And he's also allergic to cats and dogs, just like me. So I feel like there's a high probability. But I don't really want to like get stung to find out. I don't really want to like I don't want to experiment. You know, that's too scary. That's okay. I don't need that. I don't need to know. I'm just gonna assume that it's yes and call it a day, you know? There you go. That's my bug tier list. I hope you agree. You must agree. Do it for science. No, 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 no. Ugh. Like that guy on YouTube who just lets any bug sting him for free, for fun. Isn't he also like killing the bugs though? Because the stinger is like part of their insides and once they sting they die? Or do I have that wrong? I think that's correct. It really is life or death for them, you know? One sting and they're done. That's it. It's only for one type of bee? Oh. A flaw. A fatal flaw. The stinger kills most of them. Most of the time. But you can remove it without killing them. Oh. Honeybees? Oh. Every other bug can sting you because they ate you and then they'll survive. They'll live to tell the tale. God damn it. I thought, well, you know, I was comforted in the thought that if I ever got stung by something, at least I know that it's fucking dead. It might not be true depending on what stings me. Nothing. I've never been stung. Nothing will sting me. I'm immune. Wasps can sting multiple times without dying? Fuck wasps, man. Maybe my brother's allergic to bees? I don't know. Maybe I'm allergic to bees? I don't know. I don't want to know. Yeah, the guy who got stung and bit by everything. Yes. Yeah, he has like his own YouTube thing or maybe his own TV show. I don't remember. I didn't really watch it. Japanese murder hornets will sting you and release a chemical to summon other hornets. Jesus, I mean, there's a reason they're called Japanese murder hornets. They got murder in their name. How many times do you have to murder as a bug to get murder in your name? Straight up, that bug will murder you. Holy shit. I don't think I would want to live anywhere where a bug that has the name murder in it lives. Yeah, where's the Japanese kawaii hornet? Where's the one that like it stings you and then it makes you cute? Bullet ants? Bullet ants. Are bullet ants winning the war? Do we know like what wait, hold on, let me look this up. Is there like a live ant war feed that's updated with every casualty? Ant war map. Give me this. Does this exist? Oh, images. Here's like a tiny map. Okay. Hold on. Known as super colony sites. That's the yellow. Super colonies. Is there a super colony near you? Native region. Other non-native sites. Whatever the hell that means. They just like moved there? Zombie ants? Oh yeah, that is a thing. That's like oops, sorry. That's like a thing. Like mushrooms. If you think about fungi, just stop thinking about it. You know, it's too much. The ant wars rage on. It's just California. It's like kind of big though. Florida's fucked. It's less than what I thought, but still a good amount. What is? Listen, I don't know maps, okay? Don't come at me. What is this? I don't know what the world is shaped like, okay? Who lives? What's this? It's Australia? That place is fucked. That's just run by ants. That place is just run by ants. New Zealand? New Zealand's run by ants. They're fucked. That's a known super colony. It's just the entirety of New Zealand. Holy shit. There's a caterpillar that sneaks into hives, kills and mimics the queen? Oh my god. Bugs are on another level. That's insane. Australia got super spiders. Australia got everything. Think of a thing. Australia got it. Squirrels do not exist in New Zealand? Holy shit, we gotta get some squirrels in the New Zealand stat. Squirrels love eating ants, I feel. I think. That's gotta be the only reason, right? That they don't have that? It's gotta be the squirrels. They're missing a key ingredient. And it's the squirrels. Did you guys see this squirrel going around on Twitter that everyone was saying is a Japanese squirrel and he's so handsome? He's like a very handsome, polite old man. I've seen that post a billion times. And then on Twitter, there was like an editor note that said he's not Japanese, he's from North America. I thought that was so funny. All the Japanese people are like, oh, he's so polite and nice. Of course we have polite and nice squirrel. Oh, he's from North America. Get fucked. Kiwis eat ants? Aw, cute. Squirrels are natural predators of the ant. There's a type of ant with metal in its exoskeleton? Well, that makes sense because there's a war raging on, you know? They gotta, you know, protect themselves. Let me see some of these other maps. If any of them are interesting. Ant war map, New Zealand. I'm gonna type that, New Zealand. Like, what's happening over there? It's not looking good. Ooh. Argentina? Fire ants? Most likely this whole entire continent is red. I don't know where this is. New Zealand? I don't know if this map is correct, but it's like potential climate suitability for red and fire ants. The whole thing is red. The potential is through the roof. They're fucked. They're fucked. They have all the ants. Don't move to New Zealand if you don't like ants. Cause that's all that's there. Fire ants are super aggressive. You're legally allowed to destroy fire ant nests in the US. I don't know if I've seen... I don't think so. I've heard of fire ants and like how you could accidentally step on them and then they'll just fucking they'll get you. New Zealand ant. You're so right. I guess it depends on what kind of ant it is. I'm very curious about this. Like, are people in New Zealand just living with ants? Is this like do they have a big ant problem? And then I don't know. Just love what are they living with ants? I want to hear from a person who lives in New Zealand. They're like, yeah, I don't know how people in New Zealand talk. They're like, yeah, the ants are just insane. We got ants all right. Ants over here, ants over there, ants up, ants down, ants around, ants in your pants. I have seen the molten metal pouring into ant colonies. I don't know, it's kind of messed up, right? Even though I don't really like ants, I still think that it's kind of fucked up. And also in terms of like an art piece, as a person who enjoys art, it makes me think of it makes me think of those people who do like crayon or paint splatter art where they like have a canvas and they put it on like a table or like a spinning wheel, and they get a big bucket of paint and they tie the bucket of paint to the ceiling, and then they just like swing the bucket around, and then they're like, I made art. Hey, this is my own problem, okay? You can enjoy that art and you can enjoy making that art, but like, it's like the same thing of like getting a canvas and then gluing a bunch of crayons to the canvas and then melting it with a blow dryer and then being like art, which is like, sure, yeah. It's just not very good, you know? It's just not very good art, okay? Don't fucking start a small business where you're melting crayons, alright? Please. Live, laugh, love crayon in crayon form, melted crayons. And then you got these guys who are just these fucking TikTokers or whatever who's like talking about art, deep art, and all they're doing is swinging a paint bucket around, doing that shit you'd buy at Walmart with a little kit where you'd fucking spin a wheel and squirt little silly tube paint onto it. Whatever, man. Some of it is good. Some of it is good art. I don't know, with that kind of art, I think you have to justify the art. You can't just be like, I put the paint on, I splattered the paint onto the canvas and it's art and it sells for $5 billion quadrillion. Fuck you, man. There has to be, I don't know, it's just something about that bothers me. For a really long time, I didn't like the art in art museums, where I remember going to an art museum and there was this giant fucking canvas and it was just white. Just white. And they just painted it white. It was white to begin with and then they painted it white. You know what I mean? Like, I can see somebody making an argument for that, being like, what the hell is this? This shouldn't be in a museum. I can understand that. But I did take an art history class, and then I learned about that time in art where people were making shit like that, and it was like revolutionary, right? Nobody was making art like that at the time, and it was kind of like stick it to the man kind of art, like fuck you, you know, I can't be part of your art club. Which was cool. Like, okay, I can see the meaning behind that, and I can see why that kind of art was important at that time. But now, I don't think that art is necessary. It doesn't have the same weight to it, you know, anymore. Of you swinging around a bucket and splashing some paint on a canvas. What are we talking about? Art snobs, and me being an art snob and saying crayon art isn't real art, and like bucket art isn't real art. But it is art. Everything is, it's all art. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Not a fan of bucket splash art TikTok. From ants to fine art. I don't know how we got here. I don't know why I started talking about this. It's art, but it sucks. Yeah. I saw an old dude, though. He did it. But then he took it and transformed it into like a field of trees. I was like, alright, he's cooking. He knows what he's doing. You know? You have to prove to me you know what you're doing. You have to prove to me that you like art and you have done art. You've done more art than just bucket or crayon art. You know? If that is all you've done, I think there is something to be said about an artist who does a lot of art, right? And then maybe their goals are like, oh, I'm gonna be a fine artist, and I'm gonna draw a whole bunch, and I'm gonna get really good at art. I'm gonna draw an apple really well, and I'm gonna draw humans really well, and they're like, I'm really into fine art and realistic art. And then after a while, they kind of go, you know what? Been there, done that. I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna just splash some fucking paint on a wall. But they have the know-how and they have the knowledge to make it more than just splashing some paint on a wall. I don't know. Like, you gotta have a base. I'm just ranting. I thought about this so much today for some reason, and I don't know why. I wish I had art skills. You do! They're inside of you. You just need to... just like doing it. Don't compare yourself to other people, just like do it. I wish I didn't have art skills. No, that's not true. I wish I was just better at other things. I want to become skilled in other things. Yes, peel your skin off layer by layer to find the inside. Find what you like. Find what you do. Find it right now. Peel your skin off. Do it. Find it. Do it right now. Go. What I mean is, I wish I could draw well. I painted some minis and made some tabletop terrain I'm happy with, but I can't draw. Oh, I don't believe in that statement. I think you can draw, but I know what you're saying. I understand. I think anyone can draw. It's just more of like, what's your commitment level? What are you willing? It is really hard to pick something up when you're older. Not that you're old. I don't know how old you are, but you know, when you're not a baby, it's not the thing you were really into when you were young. And now you have to sit down and like train yourself to do something new and learn something new. That's always hard to do. Like, oh my god. For one of my classes, I don't know if I talked about this yet, but for one of my classes, I'm learning how to code for a website, and I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. It takes me like a fucking half an hour to change the text on the website. I haven't done jack shit on the website, okay? I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm not gonna be able to make a website. Like, it's not gonna happen. I'm terrible at coding. Even though it's something that I think is cool and I would want to be able to do. Oh my god, it's so hard. Anime titty art. Just gotta keep drawing those anime titties. It's for the young people. Oh no. Fuck websites. Somebody else can make them. It ain't gonna be me. That's for sure. I was telling my dad this, and then he was like, well, I thought it'd be something you would like, because I mean, you like use the art programs and stuff. And I'm like, that's not even close to being the same thing. It's not even close, man. I don't want to be a web developer. I'm just taking this class that was supposed to be like basic stuff, but it feels like the semester is just make a website, and I'm like, how? How do you make a website? I don't want to make I don't want it enough. You know what? I just said it out loud. I don't want it. I don't even want to do it. Who is she? That's a good question. Oh my god, guys. Who is she? Who is she? Where is she going? What is she saying? I don't know. Who are you? Hey, who is this guy? What the hell are we even doing here, man? I am me, you are you, we are we. So true. I don't know. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're eating a little treat or something. You know, I hope you're treating yourself. You know what I'm saying? I hope you get a little juice all to yourself. The juice is hitting, dude. The juice is going crazy right now. The juice slurry is it's happening. Are you anyone see that? Something about like I like chicken nugget. I don't know, what was that little kid? I was obsessed with that commercial. I think it was a chicken nuggets commercial. I don't know. Thought it was the funniest thing when I was a kid. What's happening right now, guys? Who are these people? What is happening right now, man? I can't handle this. I can't handle this. Quick. Like, what do I... What? I never know what to do. I think I'm gonna get rid of that one guy. But the other guy can maybe stay. I think get rid of that one guy. Because it's like, what? How do I get rid of him? There we go. The other guy can stay maybe, but he's on thin ice. Thin ice, buddy. Last game that made you wish you could forget and play again. Shit. It's a good question. Low-key normal? Okay. You can stay for now. Low-key. For now. You haven't said anything too offensive. I got an eye on you, my dude. You think other VTubers send their bots here? I wish. Other VTubers don't know about me. Nobody knows about me. They don't know. They don't even know. That's okay. Did you say anything offensive? No. So, just no. This is why you're not gone. You're not gone yet. I didn't delete you. You're still here. Thumbs up. Non-stop ant war. My aura is too strong. It's too much. I gotta be suppressed. So true. So true. I'm getting a little silly. I can't stop. Oh no. I'm trying to think of a game that I want to erase from my brain. I wish I could play... hold on, let me look at my Steam list. I gotta remember the names of them. I mean, I wish I could play... This could be really weird. I wish I could play Mystery of the Druids again. A little kooky. I wish I could play Mystery of the Druids. I love that game. That was such fun. What else? What else? What's another one we played? Remember Mayonnaise? That was a lot of fun. I liked that one a lot. Lifeline. I could never play Lifeline again. I really liked playing Beyond Two Souls. I like playing all those games. I just want more games like that. I would want to replay Max Payne. and you know, Alan Wake 2. Contradiction. Great games. I'm just listing great games. Hunter Cole? I am your worst nightmare? Alright, give it to me. What do you got? Love to see that. I finished Alan Wake 2. What do you mean? I finished that game. Why do you think I didn't? You always think I didn't, but I did. I got to the credits. What do you mean? I'm looking at my games. I mean, like, Red Dead Redemption 2, obviously. That's not the end? What? What do you mean? You know, I really liked Soma, and I also... It was alright. Resident Evil! I freaking loved Resident Evil, actually. I really loved it, and I still think about it to this day. And I think about how I want to play more Resident Evil. But also, I'm kind of afraid to play more Resident Evil because I was like... There's so many Resident Evils, right? And then at some point, it's gonna get bad. At some point, it's not gonna be good. And also, I saw some of the new game. I didn't watch anything that spoiled any of it for me, but I did see that the newest game... Now, maybe this isn't that crazy for people who have played a lot of Resident Evil, but I've only played the first Resident Evil. And the latest one, I saw that it was like first person point of view instead of third person. Like the very first Resident Evil game that's third person, I think. Am I getting these words mixed up? I do not know. But she's out there and you can see her whole body walk around. It switches? But I saw the newest one is like you are the person. RE6 is argued as a bad RE game. Oh, which one is that? Which one's the vampire one? Everyone liked that, right? You can change it, but it's so you can enjoy the immersive story. I see. You can play in either view, and there's 2 pro tags that you can choose for each. Oh, it's like the first one. You know, I was thinking about it more also, and just in terms of being able to pick Jill or Chris in the first one. Thinking about that more, that's kind of amazing, right? For whenever the hell... When did that game come out? like the 90s, the 80s. I don't know when the first one was made. I'm sure somebody here could tell me. But, and also Jill is not, I wouldn't say Jill was particularly overly sexualized or anything, and she was just Jill, you know? She wasn't treated different for being Jill. And that's pretty impressive. You don't always get that you don't even get that in video games today. I'm thinking about it more. I'm like more and more impressed with that fact. And the game overall, the game was so good. I just loved walking around the mansion and exploring the mansion, and the puzzles, man. The puzzles made me feel so smart. Even if some of them were easy, it was like I didn't even need a walkthrough. I mean, I had you guys. Some of you guys helped me a bit, but still. I just have great memories of that game. I had such a fun time playing that game, which was a big surprise to me because I thought I was gonna hate that game. For the longest time, I was like, nah, way, that game's not for me. I don't like zombies. That was like kind of, I thought it was like a zombie shooting game. Yeah, totally. No one helped. But still, when I did get the puzzles, I was like, haha, I'm so smart. Made me feel rewarded in a good way. And I just hope that the other games make me feel that way too. The story was alright. That was the only part that I was kind of like, okay. Because they were just like, they were just evil. Why were they being evil? Evil. Resident Evil. It was also the first game that I played that I was like, wow, this is truly evil. Like I said before, it's not just like, ooh, spooky evil place. Ooh, it looks so evil. Everything's so evil. It's like they wanted to be evil to you personally, the player. Well, it's so evil, man. Yeah, too many zombies. I was over it. Remember when there was like that zombie craze? Ugh. Ugh. Truly the worst time for me personally to be alive. The two enemies I hate the most in video games is zombies and dogs. Why do they make us shoot dogs all the time? Sometimes they're like wolves, but they still look like dogs, man. They still look like I don't want stop. Can we put other monsters in games besides dogs? Dolls? Oh, there was I think the vampire Resident Evil game had dolls? Or clowns? I have no idea if there was a clown in a Resident Evil game. Gotta be, right? It's the evilest of evil games. Gotta be. You are the clown. Yeah, when they make the dog wolf thing go when you kill it. Alright, cool, man. Cool. Really cool, thanks. I feel really good about that action that you forced me to do. And dogs are always like the starting enemy, usually. That's like the first thing they force you to kill. I hate it. Come up with something different that doesn't make me feel bad. Resident Evil 8? Yeah, that's the one that I've seen the most of, probably. When it first came out, it's just everywhere, and everyone was talking about it. It was a hit. But it wasn't until I played the first one that I am truly interested in the whole entire series. I want to know what's it about. What is it about? I wonder if I could... Can I do like... No. I was trying to order my Steam games as... Oh, hours played. Stardew Valley is the first one. 152 hours. Which I played more. Because I first started playing Stardew Valley on my brother's PlayStation. So... Yeah, the big lady was like 30%. Wait, there's a Max Payne movie? Huh? Excuse me? What's there to say about the RE movies? I saw the first one. The one with the lasers. I saw that one. That one upset me. And I don't want to watch it again. But it was funny and I had a fun time watching it. It's forbidden? Now I have to look this up. What do you mean? What do you mean? Max Payne movie? Is that real? Max Payne movie. Wait, what? Mark Wahlberg? No fucking way! Mila Kunis. Marky Mark. I thought that... Okay, I'll show you this. I thought that this was the guy from Supernatural for a sec. Kind of looks like him, doesn't it? Doesn't it kind of look like the guy from Supernatural? I'm voting for this. We gotta watch this. It has 5.3 out of 10 stars. It's halfway there. Not at all. It looks like the Supernatural guy. Totally does. Can't convince me otherwise. The Resident Evil movie, there were so many points in the movie where I was like, I don't really understand why, what the fuck, why? And I was like, okay, so let's all pretend that the movie starts now. Actually, let's all pretend that this is where the movie starts, actually. Let's all forget what happened like 15 minutes ago. None of that happened. The movie is starting now. I don't know why. There were just so many points in the movie where I'm like, okay, so the last 20 minutes of what we just watched didn't matter. So let's all pretend that the movie starts now. This is where the movie should have started. Like, what the fuck was that plot line? I loved it though. I loved it. Keeps you on your toes. It's like a woman and then she's like... Okay, the beginning scene was pretty cool with all the scientists in the trap and then they die. Okay, that was pretty cool. Alright, good opening. And then it's like woman... But then it's like in her home. And then they like go into her home and then they're dead. They go into the hole in the wall. And then they're like, that's not your husband, but it is your husband. Also get into the sexy dress. Get into the sexy dress and boots. Who did that? Who laid that out for her? Who wanted her to wear that? Like what? Get into the hole. And then there's like a train ride? A policeman? And they're like, where'd this guy come from? I don't know. Let's just tie him up and take him with us. What? Okay. They get to the facility. Alright, so, okay, this is where the movie starts. Like, what? That laser scene was pretty fucking cool, though. That laser scene made it all worth it. And they had the dogs. Sorry, I mean horses. They had the dog horses. I heard they're awful. I've only seen the first one. And the director was her husband. My friends said that it was like his Resident Evil fanfic to put his wife into. He like loved her and thought she was so hot and just wanted her to be in Resident Evil. I think it would have been a better movie if it wasn't Resident Evil. If sometimes it felt like they just sort of slapped some Resident Evil sticker on something and was like, there it is. I think it would have been 10 times better if it was just its own movie and maybe you had some zombie shit, you know, but it felt like they had to explain it being some sort of Resident Evil thing. And then it was like, you don't need any of that, man. I'd love to check out more of the movies, but I gotta check out more of the games, right? Monster Hunter movie. Honestly, I didn't even recognize her in the Resident Evil movie. I didn't even believe it. The only thing I have seen her in is the Bruce Willis Fifth Element. Fifth Element? Is that what the fuck it's called? Fifth Element. Yeah, that's the only movie I've ever seen her in besides the Resident Evil film. She's really good in that movie. There's a lot to say about that movie, but that is a good movie. And I could understand why she was good in that part. She didn't have to, you know, say a whole lot. She was really good in that movie in particular. I haven't seen the Monster Hunter movie. Man, there's so many video game movies that I have not seen. I gotta see these movies. I gotta check them out. Am I a gamer if I haven't even seen the movies? I gotta check that off my gamer card. I've seen one. I didn't even know a Monster Hunter movie existed. You guys, next time we do a movie watch along, you gotta suggest some video game movies and not some shit like Sonic or Mario. Like Resident Evil or Monster Hunter. Write those down. Write those down. I can't remember a single good video game movie. I guess Sonic and Mario, but those don't really count, do they? Those, I feel like, lend themselves better to a movie. Especially an animated movie. I haven't seen the Mario movie. I haven't seen the Sonic movies. No thanks. I haven't seen the Minecraft movie. And I'm never gonna watch it. No way. No way. You can't make me. The phase, the craze, it's over. It's done. It's too far gone. Nobody cares about it anymore. You can't make me watch it. You can't. I won't do it. Well, that was my arm. Did you hear that? My arm cracked like crazy. Can you guys do that? Sometimes I can make my whole entire arm crack. Like when I wake up in the morning. The OG Mario movie, add it to the list. Showing dominance. Milk? That's a lie that the big milk wants you to believe. Too much pokepopia. It's true, actually. Sometimes I sit in a certain way and then I play pokepopia and then my arms start falling asleep. And I'm like, this can't be good for me. But it's because I slowly, you know, I'm like sitting on the couch and I'm slowly going down, getting more and more comfortable. Then my arms are up in the air and I'm like, ah, oh no, my arms are falling asleep. Dragon Ball Evolution? No. No. That's not a video game movie. Ow. Worst adaptation ever? Well, is it I wouldn't know because I don't know anything about that. And I don't want to know anything about that. It has been a long time since I have consumed manga or anime. I'll be honest. I don't know what's out there anymore. I heard that Chainsaw Man was bad. That's sort of disappointing. I didn't see that movie. I heard that movie was good though. I don't know nothing about that. I have been started watching the second season of the live adaptation of fucking the pirate anime, the pirate one. The Straw Hat, the fucking Monkey D. Luffy. Take a shot every time the dude says the grand line. You'll be fucking dead. One Piece. Yep. Take a shot every time he's gonna say that he's gonna be king of the pirates. My favorite character in the live... I've only seen the live action. I don't think it's bad or anything. You gotta be kind of in the mood for it. I think the first season was fucking solid. It was solid as... It was like a rock. It was so solid. But... Oops, sorry. My mic thing keeps falling. It was good, but then it was like a whole like 2 years or a year or whatever, and I forgot everything. And I forgot the characters. And now they're like... The second season is good, but they keep doing the thing where they're like, haha, character, these characters are buds, they're best buds ever, and they kind of get annoyed with each other, but like they love each other, and it's like, haha, it's character interaction, and I'm just not really into it. And I don't know if that's like a me thing, or I have no attachment to the characters, and I wish that they would just like be sillier. It feels like I'm watching some sort of friend group that think that they're really cool and entertaining, you know? It's like right before this friend group makes like a YouTube. Makes their own YouTube, you know, because they think that they're so cool and funny and entertaining, and they think that they're really amusing as like a friend group. Their little quips and whips to each other. And they're like, oh, you classic this guy. I think the show is a lot better when they do the fighting and when it is very animated. Dude, we should start a podcast. Yeah, it sounds like they're all on the verge of saying, dude, we should start a podcast. This is insane. But also, I don't know the characters, you know, I don't know them. I'm not attached to them or their relationships in any way. So I don't think I'm a good, like, viewer. I'm not being a good viewer. It feels like they're also shoving a lot of references to the manga in your face. Feels like they're constantly pointing at the screen and going, see? Oh, do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? And it's like, I don't know that. I didn't read the manga. I'm sorry, I'm not excited about the guy with a fucking hook for hair. A clothes hanger hair in the background. And I don't know, the resort town felt like they were walking around in Disney World. And sometimes the clashing outfits work, and other times it's like, it's really taking me out of this. It looked really weird. The rest of the world is not weird, but everyone in it is fucking freaks. And I wish that the background was similar to the foreground. And I wish that they were sillier and less like friend group who think they're really cool. Luffy is silly as fuck because he has one personality trait, and it's, we gotta get to the grand line, smiles at camera. And it's fun because he's consistent in that, and he doesn't know what sex is. And he, instead of going to the brothel, he goes to eat pies at the pie shop, and that's relatable. Although he said that he liked rhubarb pie more than apple pie, and he's just objectively wrong about that. But I like Luffy. He's probably my favorite part of the show because he is just consistently silly. He's a rubber man inside and out. And I really liked the Smoke Man, but I wish that he was like old. He kind of is giving jock vibes, and I wish that he gave like old wise man, old tough gruff military man vibes. The clown was really solid villain in the first season. Second season, I'm just not feeling it. It's not feeling the same. The clown feels like a fucking clown this time around. That's my critique. I don't know if any of you have seen the show, but apparently I've been watching it with some friends who have read the manga and seen the anime, and they all like it. They all say that it's doing a really good job of adaptation. It's a really good adaptation. So, but me as a person who hasn't seen anything, I'm like, you know, it's alright. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not bad. I enjoy watching it. Sometimes it's really silly, and I like that. Sometimes I wish it was more silly. I loved the giants. The giants were awesome. And that lady who has who has like portable hands and flower petals. She's so cool. I freaking hate the sword lady. I hate the nerd lady who's like really passionate about swords or whatever. She just annoys me. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's her look, the way she the way she dresses and everything. She just annoys me. I don't know. Why is she wearing that shirt? The shirt's really distracting and takes away from the seriousness of her character for me. And her big ass dumb ass glasses with her stupid ass haircut. I can't take her seriously. And she's supposed to be like some important person, like right hand man to the Smoke Man. I don't know, I just don't believe it. She doesn't have the spunk to be the Smoke Man's right hand man. But like, I hope she gets the swords or whatever. There you go. That's my review. I do kind of feel like I should watch the first season again because it's been so long and I'm like, wait, what's happening? Wait, what are we doing? Wait, who is that again? Oh, right. Death Note adaptation. But they got that one guy. They got the Green Goblin. I can't believe they got the Green Goblin for that. That's crazy. I never watched that, but I should. I want to watch that now. Add that to the list. Add that to the list. Woo! Unshrimp yourself. Unshrimp yourself. Stop shrimping. You know what? I have to shrimp because my microphone is at a place where I have to shrimp. It's impossible not to. I have to. Sorry. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules around here, but actually I do. Haha, just kidding. I am the rule setter, and that's what I do. I make all of the rules. Yeah, I'm achieving the C, the perfect C shapes physique. Okay, some of those out there are looking for an L, looking for an I, looking for, you know, 2 sticks straight up. I'm looking for a C. Curl me up. Throw me away. Hell yeah. We love shrimp. I love shrimp so much. I'd love to be a little shrimp. Take me away. Into the sea I go. I'd love that, I think. What if that's my calling? What if that's what I gotta do in my life? A few more yoga lessons, you'll do the Z. There's some crazy yoga poses, man. You don't even know. Extra colors we don't even get to see. Yeah, the shrimp eyeballs. They can see the rainbow, taste the rainbow, feel the rainbow. And beyond. I wonder if shrimp are like... Has anyone tried to make a shrimp like paint something? Where's the scientist? I think I have a new science experiment for you. Can a shrimp paint? Will a shrimp paint? Can shrimp make art? What kind of art would a shrimp make? If a shrimp could art... I'm trying to... Wait. Art? If a shrimp could art... If a shrimp could art... What? Will it fart? Make the... Do the part? Is it tart? There you go. Just a line-shaped body. Just straight up and down. And then you got onto the seat. Poetry. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I just made that up right then and there, if you can believe it. I'm really just that good. It can't be considered art? No. If a shrimp made a piece of art, I'd buy it. If shrimp can paint, I'd buy it. I imagine a shrimp painting and then envision everything that you couldn't see in the painting, right? And just have a shrimp painting and know that it's like beyond your capabilities, you know? I'd love that. I'd be like, imagine what it could be. I don't even know what it is, but it's probably something amazing. But my eyeballs are not eyeballed enough to really know, to really unlock the treasures. Treasures. The treasures. And then I would have to buy a bunch of shrimp alive and put them in a tank and put them in front of the painting. Maybe they'll be inspired. Yeah, shrimp see beauty in the universe. We'll never understand. They live on a different plane of existence. Are we shrimp's #1 enemy? Dang. They do taste real good though. What if the shrimp made melted crayon art? Nah. Fuck that. I'd eat that one. That was me. That was me. That was mine. That was me. That was me, everyone. Alright. Both my USB things, I think, are broken slightly on my laptop. How did they break? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I don't know. They just do that sometimes. They just stop working. And then you have to plug it, unplug it, and plug it back in. It's not me. It's not me. I don't know. I didn't do anything. Have I cleaned my ports? I don't know. I didn't do anything. You gotta clean those? We already had this conversation. Still, man, you gotta clean those? Nobody tells you these things. Too much lint? Maybe. You got lint in there? What, you got a bunch of lint in there? Bro, you probably just have a bunch of lint in there. You gotta clean those, you know that? I am the philosopher who cares greatly about the well-being of shrimp. I want shrimp to last forever. Because they're one of my favorite snacks. I love getting the dust and lint out of my electronics. You know what? That's relatable. I can relate to that. I also love getting the dust and lint out of my electronics, but I didn't know that you had to do it to the ports. I didn't know you had to port it up. I didn't know that the ports needed it too. Shrimps are bugs? Yeah, they're like the bugs of the sea. Does that mean that bugs could also be delicious? There are shrimp welfare rationalists. Those are just people who've never had shrimp before. No, I believe you. I believe you. That's crazy. People can be passionate about anything. And I admire that. I admire people's passions, especially if it's about a random thing. Seemingly random thing. I'm sure they have some great points on why shrimp are good and should survive. I agree. There should be enough to go around. Shrimp is so good though. What is the bug equivalent of shrimp? A lobster is like a scorpion. We just looked at a bunch of bugs. I got bugs in my brain. Cockroach! Ooh, ew, 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 ew. Ew, 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 ew. No thanks. I don't think I could do it. If you told me a cockroach tastes exactly like shrimp, I don't know if I could do it. Maybe if you grind it up into a pulp and then put it over some rice or something. You know, just like a fine cockroach dust. Then maybe. Time to sleep. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good sleep, MP. Hi, MP. Shrimp, 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 shrimp. Okay. Do you guys, last thing I want to know, do you guys have any TV show or movie, but mostly TV show? I want to know if you guys have any TV show recommendations. I'm looking for a TV show to watch. You guys watched anything good? I will literally write it down and watch it. It can be an anime. It's not a 1,000-year-long anime. You know? What do you guys watch it? Have you seen anything good? I've been watching X-Files and Cops, as you well know. But I need something new. I need a new show. People eat crickets in Thailand? Thailand? I know why I said Thailand. I'm so sorry. Thailand, that is true. Colombo! I love Colombo. That's true. You can just watch... You are free to watch Colombo whenever you please. I have seen those packets of crickets. Monk? Oh. I watched a bunch of Monk when I was younger and it was coming out. But I haven't rewatched Monk. I wasn't sure if it was good enough to like rewatch. But maybe. I'm putting it on the list. I'll put that on the list. I was rewatching some of Bones, which I feel like it's not the same show or anything. Maybe they were coming out around the same time? I'm not sure. Bones, the show, is really bad at first. But then it gets really good. And then it kind of gets really bad. But... you know, not a bad, just sit down and watch a show kind of a show. There's some stinkers in Monk, but generally good. I don't think I've seen the whole show. People eat grasshoppers in Mexico? Oh, yeah. I've seen packets of, you can buy grasshoppers. I've never done it. I've also seen the popsicle sticks with not popsicle, lollipop sticks with like scorpions in it. I've also never eaten those, but I have seen them. CSI Miami? Is that the show where the guy's like, yeah! And then the explosions happen in the background while he puts on his sunglasses? Is that the one with the goth lady, scientist lady? I watched that a lot when I was a kid, just because it was always on. And I really liked the goth lady. Ice Cube in the lab? Oh, maybe I'm mixing up two shows. They're not the same show? Oh, I don't know anymore. Who is that goth lady, though? She was so cool. Absolute classic. Guy with the shades and explosions in the background with the yeah! CSI. Oh, okay. I can see how I got that mixed up. They're similar vibes, but different. I guess I've seen a lot of CSI, but I have not seen CIS Miami. Now those words are sounding weird coming out of my mouth. CSI, CIS, C, S, I, C, ICUP. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need some shows to put on in the background while I draw random stuff. It's CSI? Oh, I see. Wait, that's the same. CIS? ICS? ICU? Help! I know what you were saying. I know what you're saying. I need more FBI shows in my life. I watched, Fringe? The Fringe or Fringe? I saw online that people were like, oh yeah, this show's kind of like the X-Files. It's okay. There's something about it I couldn't really get into it. Maybe the characters? And it was way more serious. I just want like a silly Monster of the Week show, you know? They don't make those anymore. Give me my Monster of the Week. Give me my Monster of the Week back. That's what I think we are severely lacking in TV show. No more Monster of the Weeks. Very sad. Everyone's making their little series, their 10-episode series or whatever. Nobody wants to make just a forever show. Where you could just make up a monster every week. More detectives! Yeah. 4 seasons of Supernatural. I watched a lot of Supernatural because I heard that, you know, it gets really, really bad and a lot of people give up on it. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna watch the whole thing through. I did get really, really far, but I didn't make it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, Monster of the Week episodes of X-Files are the best. It gets so bad. I got to the point where they're like in an underground library bunker. And a bunch of shit happens. I don't even remember. And at a certain point I was like, okay. Alright. I get it. And then the thing that got me to stop was at a certain point, after all the shit they've been through, one of the brothers like falls asleep and then it's like, I don't know, should I leave? One of the brothers was like, I should leave, right? Because like they all hate me and I'm a horrible guy. And it's like same shit as it ever was. Oh my god. Why are we rehashing this plot line once again? Every other time it's like one of them says I should just fucking leave. Like I'm dirt, I'm scum, and I'm a danger to everyone. I should just fucking leave. And it's like, but then everyone gets really sad and it's like, no bro, don't go. And it's just, oh my god. Once the one of them was like, I'm going to leave, I stopped watching at that point. I was like, I thought we were over this. Please. Why are you still insecure about yourself? Like that was 10,000 years ago. Like fucking... Can't you see that you're better together? It was like the end of the world, and then we stopped the end of the world, and it's like, actually, I think I'm a horrible person. Actually, I shouldn't be your brother. I shouldn't even exist. I should just fucking leave. What do you mean? What do you mean? We have a son together now, and I did irreparable damage to the son, but actually, in reality, I'm just blaming myself for something that I had no control over, but I think I should leave. There was like a little boy. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. It was a weird... They were in like a weird underground library hole, bunker hole. If anyone knows, it's pretty far into the series. I don't think I had that much left, but I couldn't do it. Once Sam went up to him and was like, my brother is in a coma and I'm leaving, I was like, brother, please. That's not what we need right now. I watched so much of that show. I really tried to stick it out. But I do agree that the first 4 seasons or whatever were really, really good. They should have just kept doing that. To super hell. This is so funny. They should have just kept doing Monster of the Weeks. It became this weird, complicated drama plot line that they kept reusing. This guy's dead. Actually, he's not. Now he's a ghost, or I don't know. Now he's back. His brother wants to leave, and then he leaves, and then he comes back, and then they fight a monster, and then they save the world, and then boys beat up a ghost. Hell yeah. Give me boys beat up a ghost again. Can anyone write a good Monster of the Week anymore? They lost their plot armor? I'm trying to remember. It was good though. I have positive memories of the show. You know, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I love the 2 boys, my boys. But yeah, I did reach a certain... I was really trying. I was like, I'm gonna be the one to finish it. I couldn't do it. But they don't make shows like that anymore. Buffy, I watched a bunch of Buffy. I didn't finish it though. It was really weird seeing the guy from Bones. That's how I knew that guy. But he's in Buffy too. And he's like a sexy vampire. And I'm like, that's just the dude from Bones. Which I think most people know him from Buffy. I was like, what is that guy doing here? Big stretch. Oh my gosh. Wow, we yapped a whole lot. I'm proud of myself. I always appreciate people coming in and talking to me during the chatting streams because I'm always like, oh no, what if I don't know what to talk about? But you guys always help me out. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. We learned so much. Got me lore. I guess so. Would listen again. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. Sunday fun day. We will be doing more Kingdom Come. What's gonna happen in that game? I don't know. I'm hoping I'm gonna die by a horse kick to the head. That's one of my main goals. Yeah. And soon we will be playing the friggin' Tamagotchi Island and Grave Seasons. I'm very excited for both those games, but they will not come out just yet. We have to wait a little bit longer. Soon! But thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest of your night. And I hope you go treat yourself, okay? Get a little treat. Okay. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay.